What's up, guys? My name is George. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. And today I'm going to be showing how I made $322 trading NASDAQ. So let's get right into it. First of all, on the 1 hour time frame, the first thing that I was looking at is that we've been trading in this huge imbalance for about 2 days now. And I didn't really want to short down into this huge gap. So typically, when price is trading in these conditions, I don't like shorting against this gap. So I was actually looking for longs, and when I got into the charts in the morning, I was looking uh, at this level being swept, and I was already looking at what type of reaction we had at that level. So I took one break-even trade today, and I took a win. So I actually took two trades today, and the first trade that I took was at 9:25 on the 5 minute time frame. So I already established that I was long, and I was looking for buy opportunities. So the first trade that I took uh, basically came from an inversion, which was, I believe, let's see, I think it was around here. I think it was around this area. So I think it was this candle right here. It wasn't 9:25 actually. Uh, it was like 9:15. So like around 9:15, I took this buy right here, and I got stopped out at break even. I went break even here, and I wasn't really too confident in this trade just because it was pre-market, and I try not to trade during pre-market. So I got stopped out at break even. Then I went on the 1 minute time frame, and the market opened. So I'm gonna show you what happened when the market opened. So basically, the market opened in this candle right here. This was the 9:30 candle, and I was already anticipating for price to go up. Also, a very important thing, I was targeting a specific level. Even though I was bullish, I wasn't, we do have to find a good level to target. So here on the 15 minute, I was actually targeting these relative equal highs right here. So we had a great target, right? We had a great draw on liquidity. And that's what I was actually targeting initially. So let's go back on the 1 minute. All right. So basically, market opens, and I really thought that we were gonna just run all this liquidity and trade up to these highs, and I thought we weren't gonna get a trade, but market actually dumped at open, which was a really good sign, right? What does that mean? That means if we're looking for longs, we're gonna get in at a way cheaper price. So that's a good thing. As long as price doesn't start displacing below this low, we should still see long opportunities, right? So we get a Judas swing at open, right? Good sign. Not right exactly at open, but this was like around 9:40, not just before the macro. So once we get this Judas swing, we take out this liquidity. We're trading in, right, this huge gap, so everything aligns with our internal model. The last thing we need to see is an inversion, right? So on the 1 minute, there's no inversion. On the 2 minute, there's no inversion. There's multiple trade opportunities that you could have taken here. So the first one, well, not this is the second one to my knowledge, but this was a good buy right here, right at this candle close. Maybe you would have gotten stopped out break even at these highs, but if you had good conviction in this trade, you might have held until these highs, right? Now the risk reward is not as optimal. So the trade that I actually took was on a 30-second time frame, right? When I went down, uh, shit. So once I saw this sweep, I saw the market kind of just had like a very, very bullish reaction. We put in this 30-second gap, and I was literally seconds away from entering on this candle, and then it just came right back down. Um, I know a lot of people entered on that candle. So then finally the next candle closes. I entered right at the close. The risk reward was very, very good, like around this area. It was like a 6 to 1. Um, but I didn't really get to get in there. So I got in up here. It's still a banger risk reward. And then I did take some drawdown initially, but as you can see, look at the power of this 30-second, how it held twice, and then it supported price to go up, and then take target. So I took one off at the most recent high, which was here. I took half of the position, and then I took the rest off like around like right here. Uh, actually, no, I took like right here. So nice 3R right there. Now, my obviously I should have held this to my projected targets and drawn liquidity. I just saw price like stall on the 1 minute time from here. I got nervous. I was busy with other things, and then I just closed a position. You can't be mad at a 3R, but realistically, I should have held here, or at least just held some runners. But overall, this was a banger trade. I made about $322, and I'm very happy with the results. But overall, great market read. After that, the market just dumped. So, and I don't really care what happens after that. I locked in my trade. I got my profits, and I was done for the day. So for the session, the market was bullish for the beginning of the AM session, and then it just kind of filled this huge imbalance, and then now it's kind of trading underneath. It took out this low, and now we're kind of just seeing what type of reaction we're getting. Obviously, right now at the time, it's not really optimal for trading, so you're not gonna really see like crazy reaction here. So maybe for tomorrow's session, we could see a resweep, and then I'll be interested in seeing if price wants to go below this low, or it's gonna kind of hover around here and see what it wants to do. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.